hello, how are you? I'm excited to see you right here. I am happy, I'm excited about this new month, and I want to commit to you that this new month, I want us to have more time to share with each other what I've learned in the course of my, my coaching, journey in my workplace, in my life, as a mommy, whatever it is that I will come every day to discuss. I know we are going to learn from each other. And today I just want to say to start us off on mindset. And mindset for me is a big thing, because I have come to realize that mindset is what determines whether I will succeed or I will fail. And it is a very broad topic, so we can't discuss everything about mindset today. I'll just begin us off and just encourage you that you cannot come to a place and say, oh, I've gotten it, I have the right mindset, I can do anything now. No. Even the great are still working on their mindset daily. So wherever you are, just evaluate yourself and look at yourself and say, this is my current reality, this is where I am, and then work on it daily. As you become great, as you become knowledgeable in it, as you become aware of it, it's a transformation that will take time, and it's going to be ongoing. So we have to consistently be intentional and deliberate to make sure that we are catching ourselves when we are not in the right mindset, when we are not thinking in terms of our success, in terms of where we want to go, in terms of where we want to see ourselves in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years. So how do we ensure that we are making sure that we are becoming aware, more aware, catching ourselves, correcting ourselves, and making sure that we are on this journey, undeterred, not limited by anything, but we are making sure that we are catching ourselves doing these, things that we don't want to do. So what have I found useful for me to be able to consistently work on this area? Number one is to journal. And I have a book where I journal. I journal my thoughts, I journal my feelings, I journal what action did I take in such a situation and in such an environment, and then I also journal what are the results that I got. Maybe it can even be we are having a discussion with my children, and we are talking about something, and I want to understand, how am I viewing the situation at hand, and how are they viewing it? Then what feelings were evoked from that situation, and how did I, what action did I take? So that it serves up as a point of ensuring that whenever this situation or circumstance comes next time, I'm armed. I am empowered to be able to deal with it. Also, in my journaling, I have affirmations. And my affirmations, because I'm a Christian and a believer for that matter, I'm inclined to the truths of the Word of God. So I believe that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that is one of my affirmations. I always tell myself that there's nothing that I cannot do. Everything has a seed that it carries as a solution for me. So I believe that. I also believe that I am limitless. I'm not bound. And that I affirm every day. The other thing I affirm that I'm authentic and I'm bold. Why? The Bible tells me that I am bold. I should be strong and courageous. So also do yours, and do them in a way that is believable to yourself, because affirmations are personal. If you just write affirmations and you don't believe them deep inside you, they will not work for you. Number two, meditation. And this is where I had my greatest challenge. I didn't know how to meditate, even as if the Bible was telling me meditate on these words. I used to wonder, how do I meditate? I sit down there and I'm wondering, what do I do next? But I've come to realize meditation is just sitting down, ruminate. It's like you're trying to let that word, let that circumstance or that thing that you're thinking about just sink deep within you. and start to think, how is it going to change your life? How is it going to transform you? If it's a challenge, are you going to get a solution to the challenge? And that's how I meditate. I don't know whether it's right. I don't know whether it's wrong, but it works for me. And I found that especially when I'm meditating on the word or a challenging situation or something that I need a solution, it comes so alive and it starts to unveil in different ways. And I start to break it down and I start to understand it. And I get solutions many times when I'm meditating. And also meditation, remember, it's to calm you and to quieten your mind so that you're not distracted all the time. When you learn the art of meditation, it's very easy for you to also do deep work, where you are able to immerse yourself in work undistracted from anything. So you're able to get what you planned for to do in a day, you get it done in a shorter time, because the art of meditation becomes a lifestyle. Number 3, it's to visualize. And the power of visualization, I cannot overemphasize. You know, when I was a little baby, I remember when my daddy or my mommy used to tell us that we'll go to Mombasa. We used to sit down and to start and think. We start to see the ocean right in our village. We start to see, us in the bus, because we didn't have a car, by the way, but we used to use the public means. We used to go by bus as a family. So we used to visualize how the bus ride will be. We used to visualize how we are going to dress to go to the ocean and swim. And what are we going to eat? And that from now my experience as a coach, I've realized that the power of visualization, even in my personal life, is life-changing. So what do? I take what I desire to see happen in my life, I visualize it into an image or into a movie. And for me, I think the movie works. Why? Because I get into that situation, have the feel, the touch, and experience it in a tangible way, such that it remains with me. I experience it the way I would want. So that experience, every time I'm playing this movie, and it has been very powerful, and it has enabled me to be able to actualize many things in my life. So I want you to give it a trial. Try to do a movie, try to do an image. In that image, try to brighten it, try to put light, try to add the things that you want to say. Then see how that works, and you can tell me in the comments later once you start to experience the power of visualization. Number 4, filtering what we are consuming. And I cannot overemphasize that, because as a leader, we have to practice to consume that only that edifies us, that empowers us in the journey of success. Everything else becomes a distraction. For example, and be careful on what is written, what you're watching using your eyes, what you're listening to. It might appear as if it's not gaining ground, but with time, these images, these audio messages, these visuals are stored in our subconscious mind, and at the right time, they just show up. So it's very important that we put on systems, like what I've said, you journal, or you just tell yourself that whatever I tell, this is what actually I tell myself, that whatever I tell myself on a consistent basis, I become. So I have to catch myself when I'm telling myself things that I don't want to see in my life. So that system works. So whenever I find my mind wandering around, I find my mind going to things that I don't want to, or trying to watch things that I don't want to watch, I tell myself, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're telling yourself on a consistent basis, that's what I will become. So I want to just empower myself with things that, build me, with things that change me, with things that propel me towards my success, with things that are making me a better person. So, and I pray that you will find this useful. You will find this helpful to you. Pick what you need, what you don't need, leave it. And I really appreciate you. And remember, my commitment is to see you every day. Thank you.